let's move on to Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. And the reason why I had to do a second take of this video is because I just stumbled on a clip of Clarissa Shields after the fight. And and this after I watched Boxing Eagle and all these other black channels talking about robbery. I listened to what Clarissa Shields said, and it's funny because she saw the fight exactly as I saw the fight.
I thought Amanda had the bigger shots in the middle and the beginning of the fight, but who landed the better shots, who did the countering, who had better defense, it was Katie Taylor. So she walked her down and she was trying, but Katie fought off the back foot. She countered, she circled her. Amanda did not cut off the ring. I think that Katie won the fight by a hair. It is what it is. Like,
I think Katie Taylor won this fight. I thought Katie Taylor won the first fight. Now, again, I have no dog in the hunt. I am not biased. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a race warrior in sports. That's not what I do. I watch the sport for the sport. And from what I seen, the better counter shots, the better boxing and everything was done by Taylor. Now, Serrano is clearly the heavier-handed woman. She clearly has more power, but she's a come-forward fighter that just throw bombs. You know what I'm saying? That's her thing. She's used to overwhelming smaller fighters with that style, you know. But the better skills, the better counters, the slip counters and stuff, you know, the using the ring generalship, all this was done by Taylor. I just don't know what you dudes who's hollering robbery were looking at. I heard Ariel Helwani, right? That was the bald-head dude in the ring that was interviewing everybody after the fights. I heard him say on his podcast that he thought Amanda Serrano won. He said after the point deduction, I thought that Serrano would either get a draw or get denied. And immediately I told my wife, well, if you thought that, you don't believe that Serrano won. If you believe that for Serrano to get a draw, that she had to depend on a point deduction, then you don't believe Serrano was winning that fight, bro. See, I'm exposed to biases of people, bro. This is Justify My Thug. See, on this channel, I'm gonna talk my talk. I'm gonna talk my shit. You don't believe that Amanda Serrano was winning that fight if she needed a point deduction to get a draw. You don't believe she was winning that fight. When the point deduction happened in real time, I told my wife, it's not going to matter. She's too far up. I told my wife that. So it's not going to matter. That might at best give Amanda a draw. Say, but other than that, Taylor's going to win this fight. Because from what I was looking at, I could see Serrano coming in, throwing her bombs. But I can see Katie, now we're going to get to the headbutt thing. Katie smothering, and when she smothered and tried to back up, she good shots in and spin out, right? She pieced her up. And if Katie Taylor had more power, she'd have stopped Amanda, bro. Real talk. Real talk. Now, we're going to give Amanda credit for fighting through that eye cut as a female. That had to be grueling. She showed a lot of heart. She got stones. I mean, you can't take nothing from Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? But she did not beat Katie Taylor. Now, let's talk about this headbutt. Was it intentional? I don't think it was intentional. Everybody knows that when you got a southpaw and an orthodox fighting each other, when they lean, because both of them lean, everybody lean forward when they throw punches, right? Nobody throw punches from back here. Everybody kind of lean forward when they throw punches. So when you got a southpaw and an orthodox leaning forward to throw punches, they lean into the same space to throw those punches. And it often creates head clashes. When you have a orthodox and orthodox or southpaw and southpaw, when they lean forward, they lean into separate spaces, right? They lean into opposite spaces. But when you got southpaw and orthodox, they lean into the exact same head space when they throwing their punches. That's why they clash heads so much. Now, was Katie Taylor using her head? I don't think she used her head as a weapon, but she was trying to smother the punches of Amanda Serrano. She was trying to get on the inside because you can't stay on the outside of them because Amanda hit too damn hard. So you got to either stay out of range altogether or smother her. And that's what Katie Taylor was doing. She was trying to stay out of range and throw a counter off some punches, or then she smothered. If Serrano actually cut the ring off and had a corner, she would just smother. And that's what she was supposed to do. Now, her technique for smothering was to come in a closed guard and lean forward, right? I don't have a problem with the point deduction. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like Roy Jones. Roy Jones said in real time that he disagreed with the point deduction. He said because that's just what happened. Both of them are leaning forward, and she's trying to smother the punches. She's not trying to ram her with her head. She's trying to smother the punches. You know what I'm saying? So she can get within a closer distance where the punches can't be as effective, and then she could counter and then spin out. You know what I'm saying? Which is what she was doing the whole night. And she never changed her style. Even at the point deduction, she kept fighting the same way. So she could have risked being disqualified, but I don't think the referee was going to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Because that was deep. You know, to disqualify an event that big, he probably would have never worked again. So he, you know what I'm saying? He probably ain't going to work again already for taking a point. You know what I'm saying? Just that I think the right person still won. You know? Now, the scorecard's a bit wild, but I'm going to come back to that. Let's get back to the headbutt thing. So from what I was looking at, the head, the way Katie Taylor was trying to smother the punches was just get close as she could to Amanda. But Amanda also leans in when she punches. You know, nobody punches from back here. Everybody punch leaning forward, right? You know what I'm saying? You punching from here. So it's just that they're leaning into the same headspace. I don't think the headbutts were intentional at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she was using her head. I heard the whining that Amanda Serrano corner was doing. Talking about the first time she's been cut was against Katie Taylor. Yeah, because Katie Taylor was the first person that decided to smother her punches, and probably the first person that she fought. You know, that really tried to smother the punches, to get in there and smother those punches. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them girls got overwhelmed by what Amanda Serrano was doing, and Katie Taylor didn't get overwhelmed. She smothered the punches and came forward. You know, styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? And Amanda Serrano's style, that come forward, throw bombs, that just ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? With somebody like Taylor. Taylor actually boxes. She actually moves around the ring. She actually counters. She actually slips and throw shots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Taylor. I think Taylor beat her. You know what I'm saying? And Clarissa gave the exact same take that I gave. She's seen it exactly the way I seen it. So I don't see how y'all can call it a robbery. You know. The wide scorecard, that was a travesty. But other than that, I think all three judges got it right. I think they did their jobs. I think they wasn't influenced by anything. I think it was the right call. You know what I'm saying? I think it was the right call. Kudos to Katie Taylor. I think Katie Taylor actually won that fight again. You know, I think she won the first one, and I think she won the second one. Now let's move on to Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.